when I finally pulled the trigger, it's definitely the best decision I made to have some people kind of help me along and make sure that I was accountable for my study and my certifications. Currently working for Bread Financial, and my title is IT Command Center Analyst. I've been through sales, good at it, but just was not fulfilled with it. When I was in the National Guard, I was kind of a IT adjacent position, so got to help some of the IT teams with different projects they were doing and found it interesting at the time, but my college courses were kind of taking me more of an international studies direction, so I didn't really think about combining the two, the National Guard experience with the career. And then as I was going through sales and kind of getting a little bit burnt out with that, I kept telling myself, you know what, there's some certifications out there. I'm going to do it. And after 2.5 years of telling myself, you know, I'm gonna do this on my own, I finally said, let's find some help to do that. And that's how I ended up stumbling on MyComputerCareer as well. Why I started my search with MyCC is Columbus obviously has a ton of them all the time. And so whether it's that or going to a Jackets game and seeing a billboard somewhere, or Huntington Park for Clippers, kind of MyCC is everywhere in Columbus. So that was kind of the first, well, let's check them out before I start doing anything. Overall, everyone was extremely knowledgeable, all the instructors and the assistant instructors. One thing I loved going through it is that everyone had some real world experience at various levels. And so there was a lot of stories that they could share to kind of help get you excited for your future career. And also like, hey, this is how the book is teaching things. You're going to kind of run into something a little bit different, and kind of equating the material you're learning to how it might fit in your future career, which was fantastic. Career Services was absolutely fantastic in helping transition my career throughout the time that I was in classes and still continuing my program with MyComputerCareers. They were reaching out, kind of sending everyone a couple of different job postings in your respective areas of, hey, if you want to jump in while you're still learning, you can hop on these opportunities and put in applications. Once I had finished with the entire course, my career counselor, Jacob, reached out to me. First off, just having a 20-30 minute conversation of what I was looking for in a position, what my experiences had been, and then did a complete revamp of my resume to optimize it for application portals as well as for IT versus the sales that I had been in. And then from there, he was sending me multiple job postings a week, getting me connected to different recruiters of companies that he knew personally and could build that connection. And then ultimately, once I did get some applications out and some interviews, we had a couple of calls for interview preparation, just making sure I knew what questions to expect, kind of shake off the rust of answering questions so there was no nerves or anything. For everyone working through the program, the instructors are super knowledgeable and have obviously a desire to help new people get into the field, so ask them questions. They have obviously emails, office hours, they are giving that time to you, so take advantage of it, especially if you feel like you're not understanding something. I mean, there's weekly flex hours that you can hop into to talk to other instructors that may not be directly yours, but are teaching the same courses and might be able to help give you a different viewpoint on something to help it kind of process for you correctly. But ultimately just asking more and more questions, because the more that you ask, the more that you'll find out. For everyone that's thinking about MyCC, pick up the phone and call, or go on the website and apply, because you're getting some idea of what's going on in those commercials. But that very first information session that I went to was kind of breaking down exactly what you can expect from IT positions and from the program. Kind of answers a lot of questions for you to make sure it's right for you. When I finally pulled the trigger, it's definitely the best decision I made to have some people kind of help me along and make sure that I was accountable for my study and my certifications.